Just gonna wait a little bit for everybody to trickle in. Sorry about that. We were having technical difficulties. Hopefully while people are joining, I can start with my base here. So today I pulled out the Clé de Peau foundation. It's a cushion foundation. Hopefully y'all can hear and see me okay. Okay, 2 people have joined, so I think we are back in business. Sorry about the delay. Hey, Kat. Sorry about that. What a mess. Okay, hey, Susan. Thanks, everyone, for joining, and I appreciate your patience. So sorry about that. I don't know what was going on today. We're just doing it on my phone because the camera was acting up. Yeah, I'm getting ready for church. I'm streaming live here on YouTube and on Instagram. Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for coming back. So I'm starting out by putting on a little bit of Clé de Peau Cushion Foundation. How's everyone doing today on this lovely Sunday? Oh no, I don't use a filter. It's because of the lighting. Like the lighting is has a lot to do with how textured my skin looks. But no, I don't use a filter when I go live. Oh, thank you, Heather. I appreciate it. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Kat. Hey, Susan. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining. Yeah, of course. No worries. All right, I'm putting on a little bit of this Westman Atelier concealer. And then I'm putting on a little bit of this Dior Forever Skin Correct, just because you can tell that the Westman Atelier one is a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone. And then I like to use one that's closer to my actual skin tone for the rest of the face. So that's just the only reason why I use 3N everywhere else. I put a little bit of 2N on sometimes as well. They're pretty close, but I like the neutral undertone in the Dior concealer. So I'm just gonna spread that out just a little bit. So as you can tell, my hair is up because it's so hot here in Southern California. It was in the 80s. It's been in the 80s today. So I love using the Clé de Peau Cushion Foundation, also interchangeably with the Chantecaille Cushion Foundation for these hot summer months. I've been raving about cushion foundations and how underrated they are for that purpose, because I just feel like they feel very lightweight on the skin, yet they provide really good coverage at the same time. Oh, thank you so much, Clarissa from Instagram. She says, hi, love your channel. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining and for being here today. Oh yeah, no worries. I totally understood what you meant. All right, so yeah, when it's super hot, I just like to do a very lightweight base. I don't know if I can actually, yeah, once I start to film, I don't see, orientation is locked. Rotate device back is what it said when I just did that. So I think that I have to set it up when I'm setting up the live the way that I'm going to be filming it. And because I didn't set it up horizontally, it's just set vertically, and it doesn't like to switch it up midway for some reason. Y'all can let me know if in the future you prefer for me to film it horizontally rather than vertically. I don't mind filming it horizontally, but for some reason, like, the comments are easier for me to read when I film it vertically rather than horizontally. I'm just using the Westman Atelier setting powder to set my T-zone. Oh my gosh, 80s during a cold front in Fort Worth, so I shouldn't be complaining. Sounds like you have it worse, Amber. I've mentioned it on here before, but I'm just spoiled here in a little beach town in Ventura County. And we're used to having very ideal weather year round. So anytime it's in the 80s, it's like a heat wave for me. And I just turn into a huge baby because I'm used to it being in the 60s and 70s, which is more ideal for me. So I have combo to oily skin, so that's why I like to really set it very well. So I either like to use a cotton puff like this, or if I really want to be fancy and use a brush, I've been liking this Fude Bobo Kolinsky brush that she provided us. I do have the Fude Bobo website, I think, linked. And if it's not pinned, it should be in my bio. For those of you that are interested, you can purchase the Bisciotto synthetic brush that I use all the time for my foundation from the Fude Bobo website. I use it so much that even the handle, the name on the handle is like fading. And same with the concealer brush that I just used. This one goes in and out of stock, but she recently has restocked this one, so hopefully you can still grab it. But the majority of the brushes that I'm using today will be from the Fude Bobo website. Thank you so much by shopping through my affiliate links for any brushes or any of the makeup products that I'll be using today. So I was kind of feeling the warm tones, and I'm feeling an orange vibe today. So I wanted to get y'all's opinion on whether y'all think I should use, if you're interested in seeing me use this Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palette, or like an eyeshadow single, like the Hourglass Scattered Light single in the shade Blaze. It's like this really pretty, like coppery eyeshadow. I was thinking of doing something just like super quick and easy. Another option is this, like a more affordable option. So I'm kind of like shopping my stash here. So if y'all have similar things in your collection and you want to get a similar look, I think these Kaja trios are really underrated. And this one is really pretty. It's called Orange Blossom. So these are perfect for travel. And these are just like super cute little shimmery shadows that you can use like a single shadow all over. You love those Kaja trios? They're nice, right? You have one of those stacks too, Shannon? Yeah, it's just oh yeah, so thank you so much everyone for liking the video and subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it. Okay, and then for blush, I have the Rare Beauty blush, I have the YSL blush, I have the Givenchy Prism Libre blush in the shade 3 Coral. I also brought out my Pomelo Peach blush by House Labs. So I was just kind of like grabbing my peach leaning blushes. This is the Tom Ford Peach Poison. And then this is a Gucci blush in the shade Bright Coral. I also have this Hourglass palette that has really pretty like orange tones in here that you can totally use on your eyes and on your lips. Oh yeah, Amber, you the Kaja, right? Quick look for travel, right? Exactly. I'll be traveling soon to Florida. So these are like perfect to just like throw in a makeup bag. They're nice and sturdy. Hey Sonia, how are you? Oh, you use the YSL one in your live. Yes, I know. I love this one by YSL. It's in the shade 37, the Make Me Blush. Okay, Gucci Bright Coral. This one's a really pretty one. Oh, my Sunday's going well. Thank you. How is yours, other than technical difficulties? I also brought this one, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Peach Pop. But y'all know I'm not like the biggest fan of liquid blushes, so I like never use these. But yeah, and then don't even get me started with the lippies that I brought out, because I have like a bunch of my coral leaning lippies here. So I'm gonna need y'all's help for this too. Hey Michelle, welcome. I know, I was feeling the peachy tone since we're kind of getting towards the end of summer. And so I don't know, maybe Lisa Eldridge, says Stacy. Okay, I'm gonna do Lisa Eldridge, because I don't think I've actually showcased Lisa Eldridge on my channel yet, and I don't get enough use out of this palette. So this is a Lisa Eldridge Cinnabar, and this one has really pretty warm tones. Hey Gila, how are you? So I'm starting out with this one in the crease. It's kind of just like a neutral brown. Yeah, I just really love warm peachy tones. I think they look great on a lot of different eye colors, a lot of different skin tones. I thought it would look good with the outfit that I'm wearing today. And I also just like especially like taking advantage of these warmer tones during these hotter summer months. It totally gives summer vibes, doesn't it? Yes, Gila, thanks for asking. I did pick up the new Sonia G brushes. Did anyone else pick up the new Sonia G brushes? I'm excited for those. I did miss out on the Bobo release that she released today though, sadly. So I was kind of sad about that. But supposedly those are going to be re-releasing. So I will be definitely looking out for the re-release on the new Kolinsky brush from iHodo. All right, I'm going in with this kind of like warm, darker brown on the outer corner. Yes, of course, Gila. Once thank you for asking. She's asking for me to try the brushes, the new releases from Sonia G, and to let her know my thoughts. I will definitely use them once they arrive. Probably on camera for y'all if there's interest. I might do like a short to showcase them, or maybe I'll use them during next week's live if y'all are interested. You have the Lisa Eldridge eyeshadow palette, the Desert Gleam, and I just don't reach for it much. I know, right, Clarissa? Like I kind of can relate to that in the sense that this is my only eyeshadow palette from Lisa Eldridge, and I have nothing bad to say about it. But for some reason, I just don't find myself reaching for this one all the time. But then again, like on a daily basis, if I'm not filming, I just don't normally do intricate eyeshadow looks. And I'm just going in with this like even darker chocolate shade here on the outer crease. So if I am going to do an eyeshadow look on a daily basis, it's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be like a 1 or 2 and done type of look, but typically I'm just throwing in some bronzer in my crease, a little bit of highlight on the inner corner and brow bone, and call it a day. Because I wear Lashify eyelashes on a daily basis, they make me feel put together without feeling like the need to do a lot of eyeshadow, which is why I love these eyelashes, and they save me a lot of time because I only switch them out weekly or bi-weekly. So yeah, You can get 20% off the Lashify website by going through the link in my bio, well, in my bio on Instagram and in the description of this video. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you. So see, like, these eyeshadows are super easy to work with. This, by the way, this brush is the Bobo Chikuhodo S00, which you can also find on her website. I love it. It's like directional, but it's also fluffy and soft. It's a very unique mix of natural hair. But yeah. Some others I think are better formulas, maybe softer. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I can't even tell you why I don't really reach for this one. Maybe just because they're pretty warm tones. I don't know. And I tend to like just do more neutral looks. I really don't know. Yeah, okay, so I definitely recommend this one, Shannon, the SO3. It's like a slanted finger brush. It's a squirrel goat mix. She's really great. And then any of these from this collection, which is the brand number 8 by H. So it's understood that the OEM is Hakuhodo. But any of these have like really beautiful long black handles. They have a beautiful mix of Canadian squirrel and goat hair. So I highly recommend any of these brushes. You really can't go wrong. Any of the Chikuhodo, Bobo Chikuhodo collaboration brushes are really great too. The Nebulae series ones. So if you're just looking to shop for the first time on the Fude Bobo website, yeah, those are my recommendations to check those out. All right, now let's just do kind of like a pop of a warm tone sparkly color, I guess, on the eyelids. Maybe we'll dip into the sparkly tones here because I just dipped into the matte shades. You like those brushes, Clarissa? They're great, right? And they're totally underrated. So that's why I try to use them on my channel, not just because I really genuinely like them, but because I feel like not enough people talk about these. And they're really great. And because technically they aren't like listed under Hakuhodo, they don't go up in price when Hakuhodo releases their price increases, which, as we saw recently, Hakuhodo increased their prices, and we usually see a pretty steep price increase when they do announce price increases. So it's great that these have stayed the same price. Oh, thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate that. The eyeshadow already looks amazing. Thank you. It's hard for me to like multitask too. So like I never think I'm like doing that good of a job when I'm live. It's always hard for me to pick between these two because I love them so much, like both of these shades. So let's just do a little bit of both, shall we? I'll try to dip into all of these shades. So I'll dip into kind of like this more gold shade here, and then I'll transition into like the more coppery one. Both. Okay, Brittany agrees I should do both. All right, I'll put this one on the outer. I was born in 2016. How was makeup when I was born? Oh, girly. Yeah, we all know the stereotypical 2016 makeup, right? With like the beaming highlight. I honestly like haven't stopped with the beaming highlight. I don't care what anyone says. Like, my highlight is still popping. I love me a good highlighter. I'll just try to copy the same eyeshadow colors on the bottom lash line. As I did on the top. And then I'll take this like more precise little one here to add more definition. I'm just going in with the darkest shade and just kind of like smoking out the outer portion of the top lash line. Yeah, totally, girly. You should do that trend of doing makeup on your birth year. Or like your birth year. According to how the trend was back then. Which to me seems like it was not that long ago. 2016, right? I was actually in law school in 2016, so I really wasn't wearing much makeup. I was just trying to survive. Day to day. I'm just going to take this little Hakuhodo squirrel brush and just kind of blend out this inner corner. And we're almost done with the eyes. I just feel the need to add a little bit more into the crease, because I have more of like a hooded eye, so I just feel like I always need to add dimension in my crease. Everybody's eye shape is different, so some people I know might not like to add so much depth in the inner crease area because maybe you already have the depth there, but I need to kind of fake a crease. And I just feel like it does a lot. It's a small detail, but. And same back here to just kind of like recede this part back in space. Hopefully that looks okay. All right. All right, I'm just gonna go in with this a little bit of NARS. This is the Golden Eye Light Perfecting Eye Brightener to just kind of clean up a little bit, add a little bit of brightness. Those eyeshadows don't have much fallout, but just want to make sure it's nice and clean. All right. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. I was also inspired by Shannon to pull out my Gucci setting powder. This is Matte Natural number 3. Y'all, what is going on? Okay. I think we're just trying to be in compliance with the community guidelines. For some reason, I don't find myself pulling out this Gucci powder as much as I should. I'm lost too, Kieran. I'm lost too. Brittany's dying over here. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so let's do bronzer. Gucci bronzer in shade 02. I have this bronzer in 3 different shades because I like it so much. I'm really enjoying this. This is a bronzer brush that you can get on the Fude Bobo website. This shade 2 is a little bit cooler leaning. Shade 3 by Gucci is a little bit warmer. Are they? Yeah, Gila. No, I think that, well, yes, Gila. I think there are, yes, I think the answer to your question is yes. Anyways. Trying to focus on the makeup. Thank you so much, Stacy. Y'all like the eyeshadow look so far? Oh, you're going live tonight, Brittany? Cool. What time? 8 p.m. CST. Okay. I will be like just getting out of church, so I'll try to jump on as soon as church gets out. Depending on the priest, you never know what time we stay there till. I want to use a little bit of my, this is Gucci 4. So I have 2, 3, and 4. 4 is warmer. I first picked up the shade 4 and then I liked it so much that I wanted to get it in 2 additional shades. I really like this Gucci bronzer. I really enjoy the packaging too of really everything Gucci. I just filmed a reel on me using some Gucci products and just like my caption was like, Gucci packaging has me weak at the knees. Because it really does. Like, it's so pretty. Like, I have 2 Gucci lippies here, and look at how beautiful. I love their lipsticks. Yeah. I know, y'all. I know. I know. Try not to give it attention. I wasn't even allowed to wear makeup until high school, technically, even though I would try to, like, hide it from my dad before then. Okay, no worries, Kieran. Thanks for being here, even for a little bit. I'm just going to kind of spread out any harsh edges with the Gucci powder. Does anyone have this Gucci setting powder? I wonder your thoughts on it. I like it, but I'm not going to lie, like, it's kind of hard to beat the Charlotte Tilbury one, right? And y'all know how much I like the Chantecaille one too. It's just that Chantecaille is just like so pricey, so it's like hard for me to like use it on the daily basis, even myself, or even like recommend it all the time to y'all. Because I know that not everybody's like wanting to spend the coin on the Chantecaille one. So the like a close second is the Charlotte Tilbury one. You just have the bronzer, which you love. Yeah, I wouldn't say that you need to like run out and get this one, honestly. It's just, I just really loved it. It's the packaging. Like the packaging gets me so many times on Gucci stuff. Brittany, I'm gonna need her mama in here. That's funny. Okay. Let's do just like a tiny bit of Natasha Denona contour powder just to give my nose a little bit of dimension. Let's go. 50 people watching. It's popping in here. Thank you, y'all, for being here today. I really hope that you are hitting like on the video and that you all are subscribed to my channel. If you aren't already, please go ahead and share the video with anyone that you think might be interested in watching, whether you're watching on Instagram or on YouTube. I appreciate you. I see you. I love you. Y'all make my days, seriously. Have I tried the Clay de Peau powder? Yes, I have. Thank you for asking. I think I have it right here. Right here. She's cute. Ooh, you like the way that I did my eyeliner? Oh, thank you so much. It's actually not even eyeliner, okay? It's eyeshadow. So I'll show you what I did, girl. All you do, and this is like my favorite way of like faking an eyeliner. So this question came in from Instagram, but I always rave about how important your tools are. So this is the tiny little, so just get yourself a little brush like this. This is the number 19 by the brand number 9 that you can get on the Food A Bubble website. The link in my bio, but I love the shape of it. It's so little and precise, but really just get yourself a little tiny pencil brush like this. And I just dipped into this like super deep, almost black shade here in the Lisa Eldridge Cinnabar, but really you can do this trick with any eyeshadow palette you have. It doesn't have to be this. And I just literally went like this. I kept it real close to my lash line and I just wiggled back and forth and flicked outward like this. So I literally just faked eyeliner, but it's not eyeliner. So if you're not good at doing your eyeliner and you struggle with like winged eyeliners, but you like that look, that's all I did. That's literally it. So the trick is just having the right little precise brush. And you can do this with any, like pretty much any eyeshadow palette has like a shade like this. It should just take like a deep shade. And that's it. That's all I did on both of my eyes. I just kind of dragged a little bit down on the lower lash line. So thanks for asking. Super, super easy. Every once in a while I take like a little liquid liner. I really like this Tom Ford one, but if black is too intense for you, then just take like a brown one. So since today we're doing more like warm tones, I have a couple of these brown liquid liners. One's from Lancome and one is from Too Faced. So I also like to just sometimes do a little inner corner liner moment. Like so small. But do you see the difference between that eye and that eye? It gives kind of like a tiny bit of an almond shape. I have very like rounded eyes too, so I just find that this kind of helps elongate. Of course, my pleasure. Thanks for the question. So I just feel like this kind of elongates the eye just a little bit more like this. And I can definitely like go over this powder wing, I guess, this like faux liner, now that I have that shape. If I really had time and wanted to be intricate about this look, right? Like you can go back in and give it like a little bit more definition with your liquid liner if you want that look. If you want like a really like sharp wing liner look, and if y'all want that, I can do it. But I try to keep looks like very like user friendly and day-to-day friendly on my channel, because if y'all didn't know, I'm a lawyer by day. So as a working professional, if you're a mom, like, you know, you don't always have like the time to do like graphic wing liner all the time, right? So that's kind of like why I started my channel in the first place, is to just kind of like show y'all that like you can get a bomb makeup look that looks like you took forever on it without taking forever on it. And as long as you just have the right tools to help you, which is why I think I got so into brushes, because I started realizing that like with the right brushes, you can get the look that you're looking for a lot more easily than if you didn't have the right tools. So I just put on a little bit of the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal Liner in the shade Copper, which is just like this really beautiful, it's literally copper. But I like to put a little bit of this in the waterline when I do like warm leaning looks, because I especially think it like really brings out brown and hazel eyes, especially if you have like green eyes too. These really pretty copper colors look, blue eyes too. Honestly, like I think copper looks just really beautiful on so many different eye colors and shapes. But yeah, if I'm in a rush on a daily basis, I'm not going to really try to like mess with liquid liner, because then I'm a perfectionist and I can be here forever like trying to perfect the liquid liner. So that's why I like the powder liner trick, because it's just like foolproof. It's not that hard to mess up. Oh, but back to the person that asked about the Clé de Peau pressed powder, if this is the one that you're talking about, I love this one. This one's really nice. So now that I have it here, I'll just put a little bit in the T-zone. It's very lightweight. And this one's a great one. Especially if you have drier skin. Because it's almost like the Kosas Cloud Set, except like a little bit more elegant. It's like a step up. If you like the Kosas one, then I think you'll really like this one. Oh, you used the Natasha Denona Yucca for work tonight. Love that. I used that in my last live. I love that eyeshadow palette. It has really unique shades, like yellowy mustard green shades. Oh, thank you so much. Likewise. I appreciate the compliment. Hey, Natsufude, how are you? It's your favorite? Yeah, I don't blame you for that being your favorite palette. Warm tones are super flattering. Yeah, thank you so much. The pencil brush. Okay, so if you go on Fude Bobo's website through the link in my bio, or in the description of the video, I don't know if it's pinned, but I might have it pinned on this video on YouTube. You go to search by category, and you can search by brand along the left-hand side, and the brand is called Number 8. So Number, like literally like the word spelled out, Number 8 by H. And this particular little pencil brush is the number 19. So you can buy these individually, but they're all kind of like a series that she has that are all by Number 8, the brand. Love that. The original gold palette is probably my fave. Oh, okay. I think I used that one too last week. So hopefully you catch that video from last week, because I used both of those palettes. Okay, yes, Fude Bobo is pinned. You see it? Okay, great. Yeah, of course. I'm so happy to help with any brush recommendations. Oh, the Clé de Peau loose powder, Stacy. No, I have not picked that up yet, but I know that that one recently released. If anybody has tried that, I'd love to hear your thoughts. My next loose powder that I've been wanting to pick up is the YSL one, because I know that one released a while back and I've been hearing great things about it. Okay, y'all, so I have so many great orangey blushes here, but I think it was requested for me to try the Bright Coral. So I'm going to do the Bright Coral by Gucci. Any of these orangey blushes in front of me would work, honestly. All right, cool. So let's do, I'm going to use this one. This is the Bobo Chikuhodo CH2. This is Silver Fox and Black Fox mix. I have been having a hard time putting this brush down. It's so good. It's just like the perfect shape. It's so soft. It's a great one. Also on the Fude Bobo website. The new Clé de Peau loose powder is absolutely beautiful. You would love it. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. This is the Bobo Chikuhodo CH2. This is Silver Fox and Black Fox mix. I have been having a hard time putting this brush down. It's so good. It's just like the perfect shape. It's so soft. It's a great one. Also on the Fude Bobo website. The new Clé de Peau loose powder is absolutely beautiful. You would love it. It has a slight luminosity and makes the makeup last all day, undetectable as well. Interesting. I hope that the luminosity won't turn me off because, and I know it's probably like Clé de Peau can't do wrong, but I get worried when I hear anything having luminosity in it because I'm usually like a matte loose powder person. Just because, again, oily textured skin, so anything luminous I usually stay away from, but I am curious to try it. So thank you for that feedback. Ooh, the Melt and the Kimchi loose powder, says Clarissa. Interesting. I haven't tried much from Melt, and I don't have anything kimchi. I wonder where you even get those. Yeah, I prefer matte. Because that's the reason why the La Prairie loose powder wasn't my favorite either, because it had a slight bit of luminosity to it, and it was a beautiful loose setting powder. But just for me personally, I prefer matte, which is why I'm curious about that YSL one, because I know that the matte, the YSL one is supposedly matte. Ooh, Kat loves the kimchi powders. The peach looks fire. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, let's get to the lippies, which is like my favorite. I brought out my warmer leaning lip liners, which are these. Did you get Bobo's Gokujo eye brush? Any thoughts? Ooh, yes, I have it right here. This little baby. I filmed a reel using this one. As you can see, she's dirty because I've been getting good use on this one. This one, y'all, is still in stock. So Gokujo, thank you for the question, Natsufude. Gokujo is known to be the highest grade of goat hair. So out of Saibi Koho goat hair, which is the highest grade of goat hair, they literally handpick the softest hairs from that highest grade of the softest goat hair and make Gokujo. So whether it's close to Gokujo or Gokujo, like, it doesn't get softer. Ooh, okay, Miss Jivas, she has the YSL and she loves it. She prefers matte as well. Thank you so much for that feedback. Okay, so I have a good feeling about that. I think I'm going to pick it up at the next Sephora sale so I can get it 20% off. The Clé de Peau is almost creamy. It's a more hydrating powder, but it still manages to keep oils at bay. It's like an oxymoron. Interesting, Heather. Okay, so maybe it's better for like more normal to dry leaning skin. Okay, so this little Gokujo eye brush, if you're interested in splurging, I would recommend it more as a collector's item. Don't try me, Rob. Don't try me. You're gonna get put in timeout. This one right here is in stock, and you can get it in any one of 3 color handles. Okay, so you have gold color handle. It is a beautiful brush, right? You have a green, you have your choice of a green color handle, and then you have the blue. And I think that the blue is my favorite just because you can see just like more colors throughout it. So just, I mean, the Wajima Nuri, I think is called, like the way that they have hand lacquered these handles is just so gorgeous, so beautiful. I saw that somebody picked up this eye brush in all 3 handles, and I was so jealous. But as you can see, I have like every size already. So I was like telling myself that I didn't need to pick this one up in every handle, although it's tempting. And yeah, I just really love it because it's so versatile. This particular shape, I would say, is the most versatile probably out of all of these sizes. Because you can use it for like a large one and done crease brush to throw some bronzer in your crease. You can use this for highlighter. You can use this for powder contour. It's a little bit small for blush, but maybe in a pinch you can get away with blending out a little bit of like pinpoint blush. I don't know if y'all have seen like any of Jaclyn Hill's recent videos, but she said that she's been into putting like like a bright blush, kind of like right below her eyes up here to kind of like blend it all in with her cheek and her eyeshadow. And I don't know about y'all, but like I learned makeup from Jaclyn Hill as like one of the OG YouTubers. So I know she's controversial, but regardless, you know, she can slay a makeup look. So anyway, so yeah, I've really been enjoying this little tiny eye brush, and I'm surprised to see that it's still in stock, seeing how a lot of these big ones came and went super, super quickly. So if anybody's interested, you can still pick this one up. I checked just today on the Food A Bubble website, and she is still in stock. So anyway, okay, let's do lips and highlighter. So, oh, I was saying that and the chili, okay, who said something about the YSL chili blush looking stunning on me? The YSL chili is stunning on. Okay, Clarissa, I've been eyeing that YSL chili blush. So thank you for that. I know I'm very tempted, even though I heard it's like super intense. And honestly, I had to return this, the more red toned blush in this formula from Rare Beauty because it was just too much for me. It was like way too pigmented. So if that YSL chili one is like just too hard to like manage, then I don't know if it's gonna be for me, because I want to be able to like, I'm always in a rush when I do my makeup. I always say it, but I'm always in a rush before work. And if I need to be so careful and delicate about my products, it kind of defeats the purpose and it kind of takes the fun out of it, in my opinion. So I have been eyeing that chili blush by YSL. I might try it. I might pick it up during the next Sephora sale. Your skin, Amber, that's why, another reason why I got into handmade natural hair brushes. When I was on Accutane for a few years, my skin was so incredibly sensitive. I just couldn't use like synthetic brushes. So the only brushes that my skin could tolerate were the really soft natural hair brushes. And then it was like a rabbit hole from there. So I completely understand what you're saying. As we all are aging, our skin type changes. We become more sensitive to bristles. And I truly believe that being conscious of like the soft bristles probably helps prevent wrinkles too. So yeah, I can definitely relate. Okay. You have to place with a light hand. Permanent timeout. Okay, that's fine. All right. So these are kind of like my warmer leaning lip liners that I like. So the Makeup Forever Artist pencils in Versatile Chestnut and Universal Earth. And then these, and I actually also really love these formulas. They're like the wooden pencils that like sharpen nice and sharp. So I really would recommend any of these formulas. It doesn't have to be these shades, but these are like among my favorite lip liner formulas. The Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Parchment is very warm. This is the Hindash lip liner in the shade Hush. And then I love the Isomea lip liners, and the two warmer leaning tones that I have are Geisha and Bean. Ooh, House Labs Watermelon Bliss Blush. That one looks beautiful. I was tempted to get that one. Even the Sonia G and Refer are too scratchy these days. Dang, okay. Yeah, so you're gonna definitely, want to be more careful about the bristles that you use. I could totally understand that. You love the Isomea, says Stacy. Should we use the Isomea? All right, I do too, honestly. I've been loving the Isomea ones. Okay, so let's do Bean. I'll do a combination of Bean and Geisha. Was it you that I swatched these for, Stacy, a while back? Because I have 4 shades. I have 2 cooler tone shades. Okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, if anyone ever like wants me to swatch things or like compare different brushes, just hit me up on my Instagram DMs. I'm always happy to help. I should have exfoliated my lips because they're looking a little crusty. Amazing. I'm so glad you like them, Stacy. They're so great, aren't they? Like, she nailed the tones. She nailed the formula on these lip liners. I mean, props to her. And you know, another interesting thing too is, I don't know if y'all watch the YouTuber Alana Davidson. I've been watching her for a long time. She pretty much just vlogs, but sometimes she does makeup looks. And her absolute like favorite all-time lip liner is NYX Nude Beige. She's lighter than me, so that would not probably be like my preferred lip liner shade. But they discontinued that NYX Nude Beige. I think that they reformulated it or something, and they came out with like just like a new version of it, and she's like, it wasn't the same. So her and like all of her followers, and she has like almost 1 million subscribers, were like trying to find a dupe, like an exact dupe for the tone and for the formula of NYX Nude Beige. And man, over the course of like months and months, I would see her like trying out all these different like dupes that people claimed were like exact replicas or as close to that tone for her, and she would like buy them and try them out for people who swore by them, and it was never like exactly right. She had like this little nub left, and she would like swatch it right next to NYX Nude Beige, and then finally, like as of recently, it was the Isabella lip liner that she was like, oh my gosh, this is like the closest tone to NYX Nude Beige. She said the only difference was that it was like a little bit more pigmented, but otherwise she was like, this is the closest in formula and in tone. And so I thought that was really interesting, because I was like, yes, girl, like preach. The Isabella lip liners are underrated, and everybody should like know how good they are, because it's not just the formula but the tones. I think Isabella really nailed the tones. Okay, so I need a little lip liner brush. Okay, so it's hard for me to do my lips without a lip brush, and two of my favorite lip brushes are, Bisciotto has a couple that are really great. You should be able to get these on the Bobo website, if not on Fude Beauty, which I also have an affiliate link to. And same with CD Japan, so I'll leave all those links down below. And then Takeda, this little guy from Takeda is a little Kolinsky flat brush. And now that Fude Beauty carries Takeda, you can get Takeda on Fude Beauty. So, yeah. I like to just make sure that I get my lip liner really in those lines, because I find that this will help prevent feathering. If you make sure it's like nice and blended out. And again, it'll just make it look more natural. No harsh lines, right? All right. So this is going to be difficult, y'all, for me to pick a lippy. So I recently picked this one up during the Chantecaille sale. It's like a really pretty, like corally. It's called Ginger Lily. It's in there. It's a cute little, look at the sea turtle packaging. I think tariffs are gonna, yeah, maybe you can ask Bobo about that. She said that the tariffs would be kicking in at some point in late August, and now that it's the last day of August, unfortunately they potentially could apply to our brush orders now, and it's just sad, but I just don't think that there's anything we can do about that. The good thing is, though, that if you are in the United States, the conversion rate right now between Japanese yen and the US dollar is pretty strong still against the Japanese yen. And then Fude Bobo offers you an additional 10% off your order, so that might help balance it out a little bit. If it's your first time ordering from Fude Bobo, you get 15% off your order. So we appreciate Bobo for that. Oh, Amber, it looks like hasn't answered to that. You have to pay tariffs. I got a notification from DHL. Interesting. Oh, August 29th was the day that they kicked in. Dang. What was that, 2 days ago? Today's the 31st. Yeah, today's the 31st. I got mine before the 29th and I still had to pay. Interesting. Okay, looks like we have an answer here. You wanted that lipstick, Karen? Okay, so yeah, and then I have these two from Gucci. So, Emmy Petal and My Cousin Rachel. So this one's My Cousin Rachel. It's kind of like a more burnt-ish orangey. Look at this Emmy Petal one. I thought this is like a really pretty bright orange. I don't know. Y'all are gonna have to help me out with this lippy. This is the YSL one in the shade 15. This one's really pretty too. I love this YSL formula as well. And then I don't think we're gonna do a poll on this because there's just too many options. I've used this one on my channel before. Lacquer by Westman Atelier. Gorgeous. Love her. Really beautiful, brighter, like peachy orangey. Hindash, Call Me Peaches, is a more like toned down orange vibe. Yeah, so now that I have the lip liner, y'all can kind of get an idea of what these might look like on the lips. And then I brought a couple of Tom Ford. And then for lip gloss, I only brought one out actually, which I don't use my Pat McGrath ones enough, but I do like the Pat McGrath gloss formula. This one's in the shade Peach Perversion. So I feel like this could be a good topper for any of these. So we have the shade 307 Dashing, which I actually forgot I even had this one. And look, it looks like I've just even swatched it and haven't even used this one. But look at how pretty this one looks by Tom Ford. That one could be the winner. I don't know. Y'all are going to have to help me. And then good old Sable Smoke in case we just wanted to go nude. Because it's like a warmer leaning nude. Kieran votes the Chantecaille Sea Turtle one. This one's a very comfortable formula. This one's in their Lip Chic. Should we use this one? All right. The Tom Ford and Dashing. Okay, so we swatch them. I know, right? I hope that they still have it. Sable Smoke is pretty. Look at this Dashing. Hello? Look at that. It reminds me of the YSL 37 blush in a literal lipstick. Or this Givenchy. Just so pretty. And then this is what this one looks like by Chantecaille. So they're completely different formulas. Okay, bye Natsufude. Thank you. I could just layer them. Put one on top of the other. Clarissa says Tom Ford. Heather can't decide. Oh, Kieran, you're changing it to Tom Ford? Okay, sounds like it's going to be Tom Ford. Yeah, right, Heather? I was thinking the Chantecaille might have a little bit too pink in it. Okay, I think y'all are feeling my vibe. Okay, this is why I need y'all. I'm just curious to put the YSL one next to it. That's the YSL 15. And Emmy Petal. I just want to, now I'm just swatching y'all. But I think we already picked Tom Ford. Emmy Petal, and then this one is My Cousin Rachel. Next to Emmy Petal. These are just more balmy. They almost remind me of like the Lip Chic formulas, the Gucci ones. All of those would be pretty. It's too overwhelming, says Stacy. I know, it's too many options. That's what my mom says when she watches my content. She's like, it's too much. It's too many products. I get overwhelmed. This one's the Westman Atelier lacquer. I just love how pigmented that is. We're just going to end up swatching all of these. And then Hindash Call Me Peaches on top, up here. Just to show y'all. Okay, I'll do the Tom Ford. I'll do this one. Or Westman. I know, Westman would be really pretty too. Can't go wrong with the Westman. My cousin Rachel. She's over here. Emmy Petal. By Gucci. Just mix. Still Tom Ford. I know, the Hindash one and Call Me Peaches is really pretty. Hindash can't go wrong. It's a great formula too. I love the Tom Ford, Westman, and Hindash. Hindash, yeah. All right, let's do the Tom Ford, y'all. Let's see how it looks. And then if we need to tweak, we will. Westman Atelier too. I know, they're all so good, right? I came prepared for y'all today. I completely forgot I had this one in my collection. 307 Dashing by Tom Ford. And I really love the Tom Ford formula. Look at how bright that is. Hopefully it's not too bright, y'all. You're crazy, girl. If it's too bright, we can like maybe deepen up the edges. Ooh, she's orange. She's orange. Oh, Kieran says she loves it. Let me deepen up the edges a little bit. I'm just going back in with the same lip liners. So there's like a transition. That's Parchment by Anastasia. I don't mean to be using like so many. I try to keep it simple with my like lip combos, just so if anybody's interested in replicating, you don't have to buy like 50. But sometimes you have to just kind of tweak as you go, you know, to get like the perfect tone. We're almost done, y'all, I promise. I just need some highlighter and we'll wrap it up. Okay, keeping my lipstick on all day. Clarissa, I got you. If you may have noticed that I use the Sarah Creel lip primer. Using a lip primer is a major tip of mine. Using a lip liner keeps the product from feathering outside the lines. And then also using translucent loose setting powder and just kind of like packing that on, like put on a layer of lip liner, pack on with a little bit of powder, maybe even put your lip liner back on again. And like using a lip primer before all of that even will help. And if you, on the days that I'm like in trial and I don't have time to like really touch up my lips at all, that's when I really go in with the big guns, which is my Chanel Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue. If I really want, like, this is like plaster, it's not gonna move. All you really need if you want to like touch up with moisture throughout the day is to just like top it with the gloss. but this one is my absolute like go to ride or die when I'm needing my lips to stay put all day and I can't be bothered to like touch up. So those are my biggest tips for you. Matte formulas will also stay on better than these like more glossy balm ones. These are really comfortable on the lips, but like for instance, the Westman Atelier, the Tom Ford, these formulas that are more matte leaning will do a better job of staying on your lips than more glossy formulas. So a way to kind of get the best of both worlds is to put a matte formula underneath, and then you can top it off with a glossy formula and just kind of touch up the gloss throughout the day. So in order to keep the integrity of the color of the lip gloss, this is another reason I like to use lip brushes. So that way I'm not like getting all this orange lipstick all over the doe foot applicator and then dipping back in. I don't know about the lips, y'all. What do you think? You can be honest with me if you think it's too much. We welcome constructive criticism here. Let's think about it while we put on a little bit of highlighter. Okay, for highlighter, I brought out two. Y'all could tell me which one you want to see. But, well, actually more than two, because if you really want to consider, I forgot to show y'all that I had this one was more like a bronzer kind of bronzer. This one's the dark trio in the Hourglass, but I think this one would probably even go better with that look. So any one of these for highlighter would go with this look, in the Tiger palette from Hourglass. And then where did my highlighters go? Highlighters. I have all this makeup. Oh, here we go. Tom Ford, Peach Light. I am live. I'm streaming live on YouTube and on Instagram. It does get hot in here. I have the AC on, so hopefully y'all can't hear the AC. Thank you for liking the video. Oh, the shade in the Pat McGrath gloss. Thanks for asking. Peach Perversion. Thank you so much, Stacy. You're so sweet. Okay, so Peach Light or the Dior Golden Glow. This is the old formula. I know that they've reformulated their highlighters, which is why I don't tend to showcase them on my channel much anymore, because I hate showcasing products that y'all can't get. So when I like go to link stuff, I want to be able to link stuff for you. So that's why I'm leaning more towards the Tom Ford. And honestly, you really can't go wrong with this formula. Kieran wants to see the Hourglass Tiger. Oh, now I have Dior and Hourglass Tiger. You preferred it without the gloss. Okay. But this lip is more me. Dior, okay, Dior, Tom Ford. I would do a poll, but we're finishing up, so. Should we do a quick poll? Clarissa, you like the lip? If I were to do the Hourglass, I don't even know which one I would do. Probably like, these are a little bit dark for me, to be honest with you. So I would be thinking more like this champagne-y one. Dior. People are saying Dior. Dior. Okay. We could do a little bit of both Hourglass and Dior. Okay, let's do a little bit of both. All right. Let's do the That's the thing. It's like so hard to pick. Okay, so this is a little bit of Dior. Tom Ford does go with the look. I know. And I would swatch these for you, but you know how like swatches don't really do things justice? I wonder if I do 1 in 1. Okay, let's do 1 in 1. Mix the Tom Ford. The difference will be so slight you probably won't even be able to tell. So I just did Tom Ford on this cheek and Dior on this cheek. And then for Kieran, I'll take this little wispy one and add a little bit of this, like these 3 as maybe like a topper. These 4, I guess. Kind of like back here and on the forehead. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. All right. I think that's going to be the look, y'all. You love the tiger. So do I. And I like taking like something like this one in the tiger palette and just like doing a tiny bit on the brow bone. Even like this one in the peach light palette, going down a little bit on the nose to just do a kind of precise pinpoint nose contour. Makes a subtle difference, but it does make a difference, right? I feel you. I'm with you on that one. Okay, y'all. Just perfume. So I was about to grab an orangey perfume because y'all know I like to match my perfume to like the makeup vibe that we're going for. But today we'll make an exception because Noise very kindly, oh, Gila voted Hourglass too. Okay, so I'm glad I did a little bit of everything. I did a little bit of everything for y'all. So hopefully everyone's happy. We got Dior, we got Tom Ford, and then we got Hourglass kind of like draped. So we're looking pretty glowy. Noise so kindly sent me these 2 perfumes through ShopMy. So thank you so much for shopping again through my links because you help me get PR, which I then can showcase on my channel for y'all. I was not familiar with this Noise perfume until now. And I was very pleasantly surprised with these 2 scents that they sent me. So they sent me Love Club and Lost and Found. So these I've been rocking like all week and I've really been liking them. I've been layering them too. So I just put a little bit of Love Club on my neck, and then I'll put a little bit of Lost and Found on my wrists because I really can't decide. And yeah. The downside to the lip gloss is that sometimes our hair sticks and I have like fans going on in different directions. So anyway, oh, if y'all want to see my outfit real quick, if you stay to the end, you get to see my outfit. This is what I'm wearing to church. So if y'all are new here, you get ready with me for church every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube and on Instagram. And this is my outfit for church. Yeah, so if y'all are interested in the notes on these perfumes, here they are. So feel free to screenshot them. These are the notes for Love Club and Lost and Found. They smell delish. So thank you so much, Noise, for sending these over. It was also thanks to you who shopped through my affiliate links that made that gifting from Shop My Possible. So I was so pleasantly surprised when I received that in the mail. Y'all know, because I'm a small channel, I don't get that much PR. So when I did, and I don't accept all PR, especially if it's not relevant to beauty and what I like to showcase on my channel. So very appreciative for those. Probably the first perfumes that I think I've ever received in PR. Y'all know I'm big on perfumes. So this is the outfit. Keeping it chill and lightweight since it's so hot outside. This button up is from Jenny Kane. Y'all know how much I love Jenny Kane. They're having a Labor Day sale. So I love my timeless basics. All of Jenny Kane's pieces are super classy and they'll literally last forever because they're just really high quality pieces. What is this material? This one is 100% linen, and I just loved this beautiful chambray color and texture to it. It just kind of makes me feel cool, and it's like oversized, but like in the best way. You can wear it this way like I'm wearing it now, or you can button it up all the way. They have very similar ones. If y'all checked out my last live, I did like a striped like yellow look, and it was a very similar button up vibe. That one was like a silk mix. This one is linen. So they just have such great pieces. And then I'm matching it with these Jenny Kane slip-ons that I'm also super, super obsessed with, and I wear all the time for church. So that's gonna be the look, y'all. So yeah, please feel free to shop Jenny Kane through my Shop My. I'll leave the affiliate link down below in the description of this video as well if you are wanting to check out the Jenny Kane sale. I think almost everything on their website is 20% off. I wear tons of Jenny Kane. And they have like really nice big like sweaters and stuff for fall coming up. So yeah, they're my favorite cozy classic capsule wardrobe pieces. All right, I'm gonna pray for everybody that is in this chat while I'm at church today. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, everyone. Catch you next Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.